Hello, everybody. We should be live. We should be live. And if we're not, please, for the love of everything that is real, work. I'm just kidding.
You are live.
Okay, we are live. How is everybody doing today? Um, let's go ahead and get started. Um, let's gonna go ahead and hop straight into our severe weather coverage here. Um, but real quickly, I am joined with a couple of my friends here. I'm joined by Top Fan and Texan Guy here. They're gonna try and help with coverage today. Yeah, they're gonna help me out today with this event today, which is going to be um, pretty expansive. It covers a very large area here. What's up, CT Ver? What's up, Mimo? What's up, Transcontinental Tree? What's up, Nathan? What's up, Top Fan? Welcome everybody to the stream. How are we doing tonight? And I always like to say at the beginning of every stream, if you have any questions about specific areas or just any questions in general about weather, me or Top Fan or Texan would be very obliged to answer. Um, we are we do that. We do that. We love to do that. Me specifically, I love to show show you guys what's going on. What's up, Texan? What's up, PJ DJ or PJD1? I do remember you, Mimo. You were in the chill streams. I do remember that. And right now, we're gonna hop straight into coverage here because we have a very dangerous situation unfolding now in Texas right now. Can you look at Arkansas real quick? Is summer is near. Heavily doubt the PA line is 80 plus anymore, but Texas is going off with hail. Absolutely. But real quickly, I wanted to look at our Texas storms real quick. All of our storms right now in Texas, at least all the big ones, are all destructive and are all producing hail over the size of baseballs. Um, this one specifically, the one for uh, the one for Western Knox County, Texas, is producing softball-sized hail. Softball-sized hail is falling with this storm right now. That is very, very, very large hail. That is incredibly large hail, incredibly dangerous for the people out here chasing as well. We have a lot of chasers out on this storm. You just had a strong storm come through here in upstate New York. Wow, dude. Let me know if you see. Let me know if you see any damage or anything. Uh, I would be grateful to know. But I'm glad you're all right. But thank you guys so much for tuning in in this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. It's a pretty beautiful day out here where I'm at. But Top Fan Texan, do you guys have anything to say right now about anything going on?
No, nothing new.
No, but hold on. I gotta take a shower real quick, so I'll
Okay,
stay on mute. I'll stay on
okay,
call.
okay. So,
Oh, tornado possible tagging now in New York. That's something new.
tour possible in New York, really. All right, so
For Stratford, New York.
we do have quite a few chasers on this storm here. We can see we have quite a handful of chasers here, including Aaron Zajac, Connor Croft, Storm Runner Media, and Brad Arnold. They're all on this storm here. Or wait, who is that? That's Brad Arnold, right? Yeah, that's Brad Arnold.
That's Brad, yeah.
So they're all on this giant storm here in Texas. This will be moving pretty much due northeast. So down the line, areas near Benjamin, north of Benjamin, Truscott, Gilliland, all these areas here in Texas are going to be impacted by this very, very dangerous supercell here. Um, Strong enough to cancel the high school track meet and forced it to tomorrow. Really? Wow. Crazy.
Oh, they did that as well in my school.
We had a tornado we had like a tornado in Arkansas like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Really? Yeah, I know you guys have gotten hit pretty hard by just tornadoes and severe weather in general, really this year, and it cannot be. I really honestly don't know what to say for you guys. It's honestly an incredibly sad situation. What's been going on there with you guys? What's up, OTTK? Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys so much for all the support so far on the stream. We've only been live for a handful of minutes, but we're already up to basically our like goal, and I really want to say I appreciate that, everybody. Thank you guys so much. I know I haven't been live for quite a while, and that's mainly because I'm trying to make this channel pretty good for you guys. I'm trying to make everything good, and plus, I really was planning on going live tomorrow. But as you know, something happened in the family. I can't really discuss that right now with you guys. But, anyways, this storm is still producing softball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This is a very dangerous storm. We are talking about this one right here. This one right here. This will be moving to the northeast. Um, it's a very dangerous supercell. This is producing about 4-inch in diameter hail, which is very large hail. That's about the size of a softball. So just imagine softball-sized pieces of ice falling in multiples out of the sky at uh, speeds of, you know, maybe 40, 50, 60 mile per hour. Because usually that's how fast they fall out, out of the downdraft here. So please just be careful. This is a very dangerous storm here. Your grandmother died a few days ago. I'm very sorry to hear that, man. I'll pray for you, dude. Everything will be all right in the end, and just know that as a community, we will struggle, but we will heal together. Um, but yeah, this is a super just incredible storm here. And we have some more supercells to the back, like to the west over here, especially this one here, moving up towards, well, the middle of nowhere, area south of Guthrie, Texas. This storm is producing baseball-sized hail, so equally a little bit less than softball-sized hail. Softball-sized hail is very, very large, but still, baseball-sized hail is very destructive hail as well. So please, 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 take all the proper precautions that you need to do, because these storms are very, very dangerous. So if you're anywhere in Southern King and North Central Stonewall counties in Texas, please um, be aware of this destructive storm moving through that's producing baseball-sized hail. That hail right now is falling in a corridor just west of, let's see here, just to the actual south of Guthrie. So if you're out here and if you know where Guthrie is and you live in this general area near Knox City, you probably know where I'm talking about. So that main hail core is probably just to the south of that area. And then we have of course, our monster storm here to the east. But anyways, we also have a storm down here near Jayton. Jayton, Texas is currently getting impacted by a storm also producing baseball-sized hail, as we know. Right now, it's also producing baseball-sized hail. So another destructive storm is hitting the town of Jayton, Texas right now. It probably is producing baseball-sized hail in Jayton, Texas right now. So we have baseballs falling out of the sky here in Jayton, Texas right now. So please, down the line, uh, any of these areas, you need to be on very high alert. This is a very dangerous storm. And really, all of these storms here in Texas right now have been and will probably produce destructive hail uh, for the next couple of hours. Um, this storm is insane. I just wanted to say this storm structure just to the west of Benjamin has been growing more kind of impressive with each and every scan. Um, I've been talking for quite a while, but is there anything you wanted to talk about in specific, Top Fan?
No, I'm just watching these right now.
Okay, I will ask if you do see anything, please let me know. But yeah, this storm west of Benjamin is absolutely just insane. This storm is incredible.
We have. I do want to say we do have softball size hail now falling back this storm that's heading into near Benjamin.
Oh
Or
wow.
not near Benjamin. It's actually now just
The
heading towards
one near
83.
Guthrie, yeah, the one south of Guthrie is now producing softball size hail. Yeah, I did know. Yeah, I see that now. So now we have two destructive storm warnings now. Uh, wow. In Texas, and both of these storms right now we think are producing soft. Oh yeah. Okay. This is observed. We have observed softball size hail falling. This is incredible. Okay. So trained weather spotters reported softball size hail falling just south of Guthrie. I'm assuming Nicholas Smigo is gonna get absolutely pounded. He needs to get the heck out of there um, before he gets just clobbered with hail. Um, this is a very impressive day we're seeing so far. We have two storms here that are producing softball size hail or greater. We don't know. These storms we've been seeing so far in Texas have produced insane hail. I also want to mention that we also have a storm at the very southern extent of our slight risk here. Hey Roman, I'll be back right back. I'm going swimming because it's hot in Louisiana. All right, see you later, OTTK. Have fun swimming, dude. But yeah, we have a big storm here in our near Iran, Texas, and just to the southeast of McCamey, Texas. This storm is moving to the kind of east northeast sort of. This storm does look like it's very impressive. Has a very decent and actually there is a very indicative hail spike on radar um, with that Iran, Texas storm. This storm is producing a lot of hail. So the fact we're seeing that hail spike confirms that this storm is producing lots and lots of hail, and it's producing it very quickly, and in very vast amounts. So either this storm's updraft is keeping those hailstones up in the storm. Yeah, I just about bet that this storm's updraft is probably keeping the hailstones in the storm for way much longer than probably usual supercells, just because of the environment for this storm. But we did have. Okay, this was from a. That was from 3 days ago. Oop. I thought that was from earlier today, but let's go back to our storms here. Gosh. Wow. Okay, there was actually a 5-inch hail report. What?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that on
Oh,
Twitter. Someone reported DVD size hail.
all three of our storms are producing softball size hail now. I just saw this one. This one just got upgraded near Jayton now. The storm that's impacting Jayton, Texas right now is also producing softball sized hail, radar indicated. If you are in Jayton, I I'm so sorry. It may seem unfair. You know, sometimes in life it's a little unfair. But yeah, Jayton is probably getting clobbered with softball sized hail or larger. I would not bet. We this 5-inch hail report, 12 miles southeast of Guthrie, Texas, by a storm chaser. Was from an MC ping report or an MP? Wait, what? I just what did I just say? I don't know. MC report. Um, but yeah, 5-inch hail falling now. Gosh, they just issued another. They issued an extension of our easternmost destructive storm. Still producing softball-sized hail. So if you are in northwestern Knox County, please be aware of this giant storm here, producing softball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That storm may be starting to do something tornadically. I have noticed in the past couple scans that we do have a opening of the inflow, and there does seem to be kind of a more I don't know. There seems to be more of a more noticeable hook echo on radar. That storm may be trying to do something tornadic, and that might actually get tornado warned in the next few minutes. And our velocities sort of confirmed that. It's broad rotation at best, but that storm is still rotating. I honestly think that a lot of our storms here in Texas are also going to have the chance to produce tornadoes. But right now, the main threat is giant hail with these storms. So please, please, please be aware of these big storms here. And I mean, gosh, dude, this big storm here near Jayton, gosh, all of these storms, man, these are just incredible. Wow. And our storm south of um, Guthrie might be starting to hook up as well. I noticed that on the latest couple scans that it's trying to really hook out. Right here, guys. It's trying to hook out. Yeah, holy cow. That might actually get tornado warned in the next few minutes as well. I would not doubt it. That is some pretty strong inbound outbound winds. You see what I'm looking at there, top fan? A lot of it
Uh-huh.
a lot
This
of it
is
is contaminated, but um yeah,
Back.
this is a very strong rotating storm here. What's up, RTWG
where at.
Storm Rammer? What is up, dude? We're getting pretty consistent radar updates now, which is pretty great. Gosh, we're getting them every minute, I think. Yeah, every
Guys,
minute.
I'm using weatherwise. It's that bad.
Yeah, but our storm here
I
is starting to
mean,
rotate a lot. Also had another 4-inch hail report over here near Garrard, Texas. Law enforcement confirmed. Jeez. I mean, these storms are incredible. Like, these storms are just fascinating. And our storm here approaching Benjamin, Texas is still rotating. They did also just severe warn, or they probably severe warned this a while ago for a storm northeast of Lubbock that's now probably impacting Floydada or has already impacted Floydada, Texas. That storm is currently warned for half-dollar size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's for Floyd County and west central Motley County. Please be aware of that big storm because that could probably do something similar to these big ones down here. Do I think it will? Probably not, just because that these storms are in a more what am I trying to say? More suitable environment for large damaging hail. Uh, Either that be lapse rates are higher, or our everything is just better in general, and our storms are probably very tall. Um, I haven't taken a look at echo tops, but let's go ahead and do that right now. Yeah, our storms are pretty tall. We're reaching over 50,000 on a lot of our storms. Wow, actually 58,000 on latest scan. Jeez. Okay. Wow. That is a fascinating storm. And this is also going to cause a very this is also going to cause a flash flooding threat as well, and it already has. Areas near Girard. It's a very impressive storm there. Oh, wait, this storm is wait. This storm's producing golf ball size hail in Floydada, Texas. We literally just got a golf ball size hail report coming out of Floydada, Texas from the fire department. So expect a considerable update to our storm here near Floyd data very shortly.
We got a new severe thunderstorm watch in Kentucky.
Really? Mhm.
Yeah, for ping pong ball size hail, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible, and that's it. They
Oh
don't
yeah,
even mention
I
a
forgot to
tornado.
mention we also have another enhanced risk all the way up here in the northeast. This time, not for a very large damaging hail threat, but this time it's for a damaging wind threat. And we've already experienced that, and we're starting to see kind of the lingering effects of that right now near State College, or just to the west of State College, now moving into Phillipsburg area. But earlier, this storm was very dangerous. As it was moving to the west of Pittsburgh and through Pittsburgh, it was producing 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts. As it moved through
Yeah.
downtown Pittsburgh, it produced countless damaging wind reports and wind damage reports. So that's impressive, very impressive.
They
But yeah,
also went tornado warned.
yeah, it
The
also
What?
one.
did.
I don't.
No, it did. It did
Oh
have a
yeah,
couple tornado
it
warnings
did
on
go
it.
tornado warning. Yeah.
Also have a couple severe thunderstorm warnings back here near Dayton, Ohio as well. We actually have a couple cameras out here showing some of our storm action out here. But these storms are mainly going to be a damaging, wind and hail threat. Definitely not with what we're seeing in Texas. This is going to be a lot less destructive, but still, this storm, especially to the north, literally moving through downtown Dayton, has a pretty decent hail core on it, or this could just be very heavy rain. But I'm probably leaning more towards hail because if we can go on vertically integrated liquid, our vertically integrated liquid values are pretty high with that storm near Dayton. So I'd pretty much bet that that's just hail. So probably quarter size hail or larger falling with that storm near Dayton and 60 mile per hour winds. That'll move up towards, or that'll move to the east northeast, probably towards the Fairborn area in the Wright Patterson Air Force Base. So please be aware of that big storm there.
We did get a new destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Kent, Dickens, King, and Stonewall counties in Texas for golf. Sorry, not golf ball, softball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
Jeez. All right. Also have some severe thunderstorm warnings down here in Kentucky as well, to the south of Lexington. This is for another kind of um, a broken line here. This storm is producing quarter-size hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts here in Mercer County, Woodford County, Garrard County, Jessamine County, Madison County, Fayette County here in Kentucky. That is a big-time storm. They are moving to the south of Lexington. Very strong winds, actually, moving just to the north of High Bridge. Upwards of 60 mile per hour winds there, packed in that storm. So yeah, pretty strong storm there. And we also have more severe thunderstorm warnings to the north, especially for this storm that's moving through Syracuse, New York, and Auburn, New York right now. Mainly damaging wind threat, 60 mile per hour winds. That'll be moving to the kind of east northeast as well. So Syracuse and areas south of Syracuse, maybe towards the Cardiff and Lafayette areas, could get hit down the line from this storm. We also have a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for um, northwestern Fulton and southeastern Herkimer counties here in New York for 70 mile per hour winds and uh, a tour possible tag. And what that means is, as this storm here is producing, well, it's producing 70 mile per hour winds out here in the front. So we have 70 mile per hour winds happening out here in front of the storm's gust front or with the gust front associated. But usually with these storms, you can see little pockets of rotation along the gust front. We like to call those just inflow notches. But basically, that's what we usually warn these types of lines for is this tour possible tag. So just had to explain for those people who don't know, is just tour possible means that there is a little bit of rotation noticeable on radar. They are a little skeptical at its, capabilities of producing tornadically, but there is rotation, so that's why they put that tag basically. But jeez, giant softball. What the heck? This is a giant severe thunderstorm warning, and this is destructive as well. So for eastern Kent County, southeastern Dickens County, King County, and Stonewall County, Texas, you are now under a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for softball size hail. Jeez, that is a giant storm, dude. Wow. That is an incredible storm. Holy cow. Cannot believe that.
Um, I just saw on someone's storm chaser feed of a brief bundle near Benjamin, uh, Texas, which could get tornado warning here pretty shortly.
Yeah, I called this area out a little while ago, and probably it was probably gonna happen at some
And
point, but yeah, you heard it.
Gooseman just posted a tweet now saying that brief funnel attempt west of Benjamin, Texas. Slowly
Speaking
rotating funnel.
speaking of Gooseman, hello Gooseman, welcome to the stream. But yeah, big time supercell here. Moving towards Benjamin, Texas, has been reported with brief funnel clouds, so this could get upgraded. Uh, it honestly could go observed. They could do that. Some offices do that, but they might honestly just go radar indicated with that warning. But since it is producing brief funnel clouds, it is very close to producing, a big time tornado here, just to the west of Benjamin. Um, all the conditions are in place for at least, a few tornadoes out here. So I wouldn't doubt that at all. Gosh, our storm here near Jayton is just incredible.
I'm also noticing a little bit of area rotation near Chester Hill in Pennsylvania. Could be needing to be a watch out here. Moments, see if it tries to strengthen up here. But
You
a
said
little
where?
weak blast
Chester Hill,
circulation.
Chester Hill,
It's
Pennsylvania.
it's near the radar. It's near State College radar.
Oh, yeah, I did notice that actually near Winburn.
I don't know where that's at.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, the one to the east of Phillipsburg and Chester Hill.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
I eyed that too. I was looking at this and then I turned it to reflectivity and I realized that that was not actually part of the storm. But
Wait, is it? Oh, I gotta circle this. No.
yeah, I mean we have a little bit of rotation here to the east of Phillipsburg. It's not super strong, but we'll keep an eye on it. As I said, these storms have the capability of producing tornadoes along that gust front there, but it's not very likely. Also have a severe thunderstorm warning down here as well for Lynn County and Garza County, Texas. This storm, this will be impacting Grassland, Tahoka, and O'Donnell, Texas. Right now, it's producing half-dollar size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. But yeah, it's also a pretty decently sized storm we need to keep an eye out for. And there is finally our considerable tag for our Floydada, Texas storm. This was producing golf ball size hail when it was, or when it wasn't warned for soft or golf ball size hail, but usually that happens with a lot of storms. Wow, I see two hook echoes with our storm right now, with our storms in Texas right now. So I see one definitely right here near Benjamin, and I see one kind of hidden in the rain here west of Rochester, and maybe another one trying to form near or Rull. or what is that town name? Rule. Rule, sorry. Need to keep an eye on all these storms here. These are okay. So now this storm did get downgraded. The one near Benjamin, Texas, is now producing apple-sized hail. So it did get downgraded an inch, but it is still producing very destructive hail. But thankfully, this is a sign of it weakening. But yeah, so that storm is now producing apple-sized hail. Not producing softball-sized hail anymore. At least we don't think it is. But yeah, jeez, man, you're in a tiny bit of a radar hole, which could mess up things a little bit. We're almost at our stream like goal, everybody. Thank you guys so much for the support so far on the stream. We've only been live for about half an hour, but seriously, like I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Really, thank you. Oh, we're at the like goal. Okay, never mind. I saw. I just took a peek at it. Thank you guys so much. We are at the like goal. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the support. You guys are incredible. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the support. Let's go ahead and bump it up though to 15, because I do think that we can push there. We can get there for sure. But thank you guys so much for 10 likes on the stream. You guys are absolutely incredible. Uh, we have a severe thunderstorm warning over here in Oklahoma as well. Let's not forget about Oklahoma. They're in the slight risk as well. They're kind of right in the middle of it as well. But anyways, we have a severe thunderstorm warning here in effect for the next 40 minutes for McIntosh County, Oklahoma. For this little isolated cell out here near Henrietta, Oklahoma, it's producing quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's a pretty decent looking storm there for sure. Pretty decent looking storm there for sure. And then I'll be moving to the northeast, near Nords. What towards Chickasaw? Don't even know what I just said there, honestly. But hey. All right, now this storm near Floydada got downgraded back again to $half size hail. So they really don't have a lot of confidence with this storm here near Floydada and Lockney, Texas. But I don't know, man. Hey, there's a storm down here near where I'm at. Well, not super close to me, but it's near Ashland and kind of just popped up randomly. But hey, there is a storm near me. Pretty cool. Did not realize that that was there. What?
I am noticing on radar a little bit of increasing area of rotation on near Benjamin, Texas, and now we got a storm chaser reporting strong rotation.
Oh gosh. Okay. We might actually have a tornado imminent here, folks, near Benjamin, Texas. I'm gonna go ahead and issue my precautionary tornado warning for areas just to the east of this kind of warning box area. If they were to issue a tornado warning, I think it would look something kind of like this. Not very accurately, but I think it would look at least something like that. So definitely areas north of Benjamin. Benjamin might actually get impacted by this. So please be careful of this storm here. This is a very impressive storm. I don't know if John McKinney's chasing today. I assume he'd be taking a break after what he chased a couple days ago, which was insane. But anyways, yeah, very concerning signature on reflectivity. I mean, this storm is pretty much a classic supercell. But the main problem with this storm is I think it may be high precipitation. Not sure. But yeah, if our tornado was to develop, it would develop just to the kind of west or northwest of Benjamin. That is a very dangerous storm there, guys. And we have all these chasers out here. We can't view any of their feeds. We don't have any we don't have permission to yet. I am working on that. I do have permission from John McKinney though to use his feed. So whenever he's back up and running, we will use him when he is available. I really wish I could have used him a couple days ago when he was chasing that wedge tornado, but that was just insane. Gosh, we have so many just crazy supercells down here in Texas, which are impressive. Very impressive. Just keeping an eye on all these storms here. Wow, yeah, latest scan does show it hooking up here. Yeah, it's really trying to do something. And I noticed our inflow kind of looks like our inflow is really just kind of pumping into the storm right now. So we might get a tornado warning very quickly here, or very kind of soon here with our storm. I would just about bet that we'll get a warning for that storm here pretty soon. What's up, Jake? Welcome to the stream, dude. What's up?
I'm surprised this thing isn't tornado warned. It's increasing in rotation. It's spinning like a top. If it was to produce, it's gonna produce somewhere north of Benjamin.
Are you watching
New tornado warning for New York.
Where? Oh.
New York.
Oh, so we do have a tornado warning. Wow, okay. Did not expect this at all. But yeah, we do have a tornado warning here in effect, guys. So we do have a tornado warning in effect for southeastern Seneca County, southwestern Cayuga County, north central Tompkins County, New York until 7:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Please take shelter. This is a pretty dangerous storm here with radar indicated rotation. Moving up towards, let's see here. Well, let's see where the exact spot of rotation is on this storm. Okay, so our rotation would be exactly north of Covert, or to an area north of Covert. So down the line, this rotation, wow, it actually was pretty strong earlier. I do have to say that rotation was pretty strong as it was moving towards Interlaken or Interlaken. But yeah, that storm is starting to rotate. That might actually go up directly towards Genoa. It might go right in between Ledyard and Genoa. Just be aware of that big old storm there. Our rotation is right there. Where our inbounds and our outbounds are right going against each other there, and they're getting real tight and comfortable there. But yeah, dangerous storm there. Did not expect that, but yeah, we do have a tornado warning for New York. Gooseman just made a thing about that in the Discord. I'm really surprised our storm here in Texas is not tornado warned. Because I think we've gotten reports from multiple storm chasers now that this storm is very tornadic. It's shown signs of Tornado Genesis. It's probably been producing brief funnels for the past 10-15 minutes. Don't know why it hasn't been warned yet, but that's a very dangerous storm there. Gosh, our storm over here to the east of Jayton, Texas is still producing softball-sized hail. Honestly, our storm near Aspermont, Texas might try and hook up. We could try and see another hook try and develop here near Aspermont, Texas. Keep an eye on that storm there. That is a very dangerous. Yeah, that's a very dangerous storm. I don't like the look of that storm. Don't like the look of that storm. What's up, Weston? Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Let's go back to our Oklahoma storm, because our Oklahoma storms are starting to kind of fire off now. But yeah. Okay, so now our rotation is kind of moved up towards Genoa, getting more broad now and more weak. It probably was more stronger in later scans, like over, here specifically. It was pretty strong right there. But yeah, it's not even strong, remotely as strong anymore. Hate living in Oklahoma because it's so rainy this time of year. Hey, as long as you get storms, dude, you get storms. So, you can't really be mad at that. I love storms, so. And okay, so our storm, this might be for our storm here west of Knox City. I'm talking about this one right here, this main big one. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for that storm. Still a destructive storm, producing baseball-sized hail for southwestern Knox County here. What? Gar what is that? What does that say? Guarantor on Gusnado? Really? Wow. Corey Gherkin is where? He is near this storm. He is actually. He's somewhere out here. He's somewhere out here. I know he is. Jeez, that storm is giant. Gosh. Our rotation is now directly to the north of Benjamin. Connor Croft is basically in the circulation. That's not good. You don't want to be in the circulation anytime. But, jeez. Wow. Um, that's just insane. Might have rotation starting to develop to the north of Aspermont. Oh, Corey Gherkin's on the storm in Aspermont. I just saw his thing pop up. Yeah, there he is, Corey Gherkin. He's on the storm in Aspermont. So yeah, this storm is starting to show more signs of tornado genesis. And there's our rotation. Very broad, but getting stronger. Getting stronger each and every scan.
Where at?
Aspermont, Texas.
Oh, Texas. Okay. By the way, storm chasers continue to report strong rotation, spinning like a top near Benjamin, Texas. Still surprised it's not tornado warned.
Really. There's a
Yeah.
crazy either. This is a crazy hail core to the west of Benjamin. I think these chasers are going to get caught off guard. Especially Storm Intermedia and Aaron J. Jack. They need to get out of there. They're going to get basically slammed by hail for the next couple minutes. Anything I should be concerned for in Skiatook, Oklahoma? So for Skiatook, Oklahoma, let's see. Skiatook, Oklahoma is pretty much at the kind of northern extent of our slight risk, but yeah. I mean, you've got scattered storms around you to your west that'll move pretty much to your east or to your northeast. So you could get impacted by these storms later. These will not be super, impressive. These will mainly just be thunder showers. You could get brief heavy gusts of wind, but don't expect anything crazy. Maybe hail. I'm throwing hail out there, but um, maybe. That's a maybe. It's a large maybe. But yeah, our storm down here in Aspermont, Texas is very concerning. Starting to develop a very strong updraft and strong inflow. We're already up to 13 likes on the stream. I cannot be more supportive of you guys. Seriously, you guys are incredible. Anyways. Wow. Yeah, oh my gosh. What is this storm? This storm is either about to drop a giant tornado or it's just going to I don't know. It might actually be trying to recycle or do a mesocyclone handoff to the south. I know I'm in the 2% tornado threat. Just keep an eye out, dude. I mean, you're not in a super big threat, but if something does happen, just be weather aware. And again, I don't plan on being live for this entire event. I have a schedule set up now. But if I need to be live for, if I need to be live for longer, I will be live for longer. But I need to be able to do things as well for the night and for the channel as well. I need to be able to edit and other stuff like that. So, and make videos. Like I have a lot of videos planned for you guys. The mesoscale discussion. So a new mesoscale discussion was issued for our storms here in Texas. Mainly calling for a upgrade to tornado watch and for most likely a peak probability of hail somewhere in the range of 2 to 3.5 inches. And our tornado threat is at 100 to 130 mile per hour. That is at least EF1 to EF2 range. So I don't know if we'll see technically EF1 to EF2 tornadoes with these storms. We haven't yet. But it is possible. It is possible. Anything's possible with these storms. Wait. Oh yeah, you can. I forgot about that. I did know that was a thing. I just forgot about it. Interesting. Thank you so much, Weston. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use that. Gonna have to use that. But yeah, I'll probably end stream at about the either 1 hour, 30-minute mark, or 1 hour and 15-minute mark. But that's also how I set up my streams to be. But oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What? I'm astonished. Our storm
What?
here near Benjamin is producing not only apple-sized hail, but 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
What?
Okay. Okay, that's completely normal.
Radar indicated. Okay.
A personal weather station in Benjamin,
90?
95-mile-per-hour wind gust. What? Okay, so it is observed.
90.
I'm
That's
sorry.
All right. Then why do they have it radar indicated on the warning? What the heck?
What do you mean radar indicated?
It says here on radar on the severe thunderstorm warning, the wind threat was radar indicated.
Wind threat radar indicated.
If you scroll down the severe thunderstorm
Yeah,
warning.
wind threat radar indicated. That's not true, yeah. Wow. This is a potentially deadly storm. Uh-oh. 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 3-inch sized hail. I cannot stress this enough. This is as dangerous as a tornado. This can produce
Tornado-like winds.
no, this can produce tornado-like damage. If this is like it is, like if we can put this in the right perspective for you guys, just imagine apple-sized hail falling at 90 miles per hour and then having that continue for minutes on end. That is very, very destructive. That is, I cannot stress how destructive that storm is. Holy cow! PDS severe thunderstorm criteria is anything. So for winds, it would be over 80 miles per hour, and then for hail, it would be over baseball sized. Um, so that's the criteria for PDS severe thunderstorm warning. Um, but yeah, so anything over 80-mile-per-hour winds or baseball-sized hail would be PDS criteria for severe thunderstorm warnings. I will probably make a video on that at some point, um, kind of explaining the kind of warnings and giving the kind of criteria for each and every warning. I feel like that would make for a good video. Dude, Aaron J. Jack. I'm going to pull up Aaron J. Jack for just a second. Aaron J. Jack's in it. He's in it. Brad Arnold's in it. Ah, scared, jump scare. Oh my
Yeah, I'm
gosh.
currently watching Brad's feed.
Look at Stormrunner Media. There is something happening on Stormrunner Media's feed. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Anyways. No, it is PDS. PDS is another word for destructive. Um, but yeah, this is basically still a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. Um, but
Okay, so
it's
they
still a PDS.
updated the 90-mile-per-hour wind severe thunderstorm warning. Now they put the wind gusts as observed and tornado possible.
This is absolutely insane. That is absolutely just incredible. I screenshotted that because I don't think I don't that's not really like I haven't seen that in a while. I mean, I rarely see 100-mile-per-hour winds with a storm. I rarely see softball-sized hail or anything above apple-sized. But seeing them mixed together in one storm,
Oh,
what?
they're finally the tornado warning
Yep,
east of
there
Benjamin,
we go.
Texas.
Finally have
Should
our
have been
tornado
tornado warning
warning.
for Benjamin, but
So now we have 2 tornado warnings in effect right now. I don't know how many severe thunderstorm warnings we have in effect. Let me check. We have 27. Wow. Jeez. But anyways, new tornado warning in effect. For our storm we've been watching here, basically all the stream, for east central Knox County and northwestern Baylor County, Texas. Not only is this rotating a lot, it's also producing baseball-sized hail up to apple-sized hail and 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So please, please heed this warning. If you're going to take shelter for the tornado, if you're not going to take shelter for the tornado warning, please tell me you're at least going to take shelter for 3-inch hail and 90-mile-per-hour winds. That is for sure guaranteed. But I am also telling you that this storm is rotating a lot, and that this storm probably just completed a mesocyclone handoff and will probably try and do something. Um, it's gonna try and go big time here east of Benjamin. I can see where that rotation is on radar. Holy crap! That's gonna try and wrap up and do something. You're pretty sure it's connected to the boundary now. If so, that's not good. It means that this storm is going to be able to basically get all of the energy it needs and freely convect. That's not good. I need to see one of these chaser feeds at least, dude. Come on. Storm Runner. Yeah, we have a developing tornado probably on Storm Runner Media's feed right now. Holy cow. A lot of rising scud right in front of Storm Runner Media. This storm is very concerning, and we probably have a tornado developing right behind Storm Runner Media. Oh my gosh. It's about to happen here, guys. We're about to see a big time tornado.
Funnel? There's a funnel.
Huh?
There's a funnel.
Yeah, I think I think there is a funnel. I think it may be a kind of a little tiny one. I'm not sure. But I absolutely think that this storm is imminent. Gosh, that is a giant storm. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is likely about to drop. It's pretty much imminent at this point. The radar presentation for this supercell is absolutely incredible. Um, very, very large supercell here. Dude, Connor Croft, what are you doing, bro? I can't I can't believe this. We still have softball size hail supposedly falling with our storm east of Jayton, Texas, and just to the north of Aspermont. Freddie McKinney has a great view. Does he now? Gosh, Storm Runner Media is literally. I'm getting chills looking at how much Scud's rising. Like, don't like when you look at Storm Runner Media's feed, the stuff you see in front of him is not the tornado. It looks very much like it. It's not. It's just rising scud. You're just seeing that scud so low at the ground level and it's being pulled up so violently. This storm's big. This storm's big, and this storm's about to produce a big tornado. Do I have spotter network? That's a great question. I did actually go to a spotter class a little while ago. Um, I should be verified actually for spotter network, but I don't have my certificate yet. I'm still waiting on that, but I'm patient. I'm patient. You're about to see a tornado here. On Storm Runner Media's feed. It's likely about to happen. Where Aaron Jack is in the RFD right now, I think. I don't know what he's doing. Pretty much I can't. This storm is insane. This storm is so scary.
Okay.
What?
Okay, I wasn't muted, never mind.
What happened?
None. Brad's just gonna drive into a tornado if it's on the ground.
Oh,
He's impatient.
it's starting to drop. I think it's starting to. I don't know. Gosh, this storm is so scary looking.
Whose stream are you looking at?
I don't know.
Wait.
Storm Intermedia's. It's so ominous. It's so ominous. Tornado reported on the storm. Really? Tornado reported.
Okay. Shouldn't it be
Who?
observed then?
Oh, is Brad in it? Brad may be in the.
No.
Where are you, Brad?
Yeah, where's Brad?
Brad is probably in the RFD.
Because he is getting really hit hard right now.
False report? Really? Who said that? Who said that there was a tornado confirmed on it? Oh my gosh, this is an insane structure. Stormrunner's turning on a road, and he's gonna go try and intercept it. Let's also tune in with our other. Nope, never mind. I thought our tornado warning in New York was still there, but That expired. That expired, folks. We don't need to check it in. We don't need to check in on that anymore. So we're good. False report is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, if there was a tornado on the ground, surely the NWS in Norman should this already.
Norman? Is Norman the one that controls this
Yeah,
area?
yes, NWS Norman, Oklahoma.
Hmm. I can't click on the location for my report to report it through Spotter Network. What is happening on Stormrunner Media's feed? What?
Also, there's no more 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this storm or large apple-sized hail. It's now warned for tennis ball and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts, so it's considerable now.
Dude, Stormrunner Media's feed. So ominous.
Stormwater Media feed looks like an apocalypse.
It
Just saying.
looks like it's about to drop
It's about to drop.
a crazy tornado, and the tornado's about to rip up the ground. I'm just kidding. That's not what's about to happen. Don't worry.
I mean, this
But
thing's spinning like a top, so it's going to produce it's gonna produce somewhere around the 2 to 3 minutes, maybe more.
yeah, I agree. But yeah, Top Fin
Just
did
saying.
make a good point that this storm is not producing apple-sized hail or 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts anymore, but it is producing tennis ball-sized hail and 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts now, which is still kind of impressive as well. It's large hail and very damaging wind gusts, but that was crazy earlier. That was crazy. I think we're really close to seeing a big time tornado here happen.
Yeah, I'm watching
Oh
it. I'm
my!
watching a
Wait,
Stormrunner
is that a
Media.
funnel? There might be a
I'm
funnel.
watching both Brad and Stormwater Medias
Connor is
and Freddy as
approaching
well.
the forward flank. He's approaching from the forward flank. I think he's actually going to get a pretty decent view on it. I like it's so weird. This storm is so ominous, and the clouds are moving so violently.
I'm surprised. Wow.
I cannot
There's
believe
something
that.
stopping it from producing, because this thing's spinning like a top. Surely it should have produced.
Is there any convective inhibition here?
Let me see if there's a
Surely
cap in
not.
place.
Surely not, because if so, this storm would have already broken through the cap, for sure.
There's no cap in place, so this storm can do whatever it wants.
It's about to produce. Just give it a second.
Yeah, waits another hour, then it
I don't
produces.
know. It may be the fact that this storm is very high precipitation. I don't know. Like, shoot, I don't know.
Uh,
Our updraft may be getting cut off by. I don't know. No clue. Dude, Aaron J. Jack is in it.
wait. Freddy has a tornado, maybe? Does he? Wait, what is that? I don't think that's a tornado.
Yeah, something's happening here. Oh, wait, no, that's something. That is something. No, what is happening? What is happening on. What is that happening on Stormrunner's feed? Oh, what? What? Did you see what? The new mesoscale discussion, as you've probably seen, suggests an uptick in tornado potential at 21Z HRR run earlier, although a bit less predictive on radar right now appears to be likely soon. Yeah, I agree. We're already starting to see something happen here. What is this view? Holy cow! This literally looks like another dimension. Like this storm looks like another dimension. Like, if this storm were to produce a tornado, I think it would be the craziest tornado of all time. What is it like, look at Stormrunner Media's feed. Like,
This storm's gonna produce.
wait, what is Brad Arnold? Look at Brad Arnold's stream. Brad Arnold has a giant wall cloud. He turned around.
Why is he turning around?
No clue. There was a giant, very low wall cloud.
This
Stormrunners,
thing's producing
Storm,
the next 5
turn
minutes.
your camera around. You're looking at the wrong area.
Bro thinks a tornado's inside.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not. Why are you turned around, Brad Arnold? Why is Aaron J. Jack just in it? Why does it look like El Reno? What? I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I agree. I think if this storm dropped a tornado, it would be strong.
This thing's about to produce.
It's scary looking. It's very scary. Oh my gosh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Look at the stuff on the right. That's what I was talking about. Like that's no. Yeah, no. I'm good. Yeah, like Starmurder. Why are you focused in the middle?
Stormwater Media is focused on the shelf cloud. Beautiful shelf cloud, though. I don't blame him.
How do you determine that, Gooseman? It would already be at about 130 mile per hour if it does drop. Would you just take the VROT and kind of make an estimate from how much it's been increasing in the past? Just do like a mean estimate guess or what? That's pretty interesting, but I I don't know. What I cannot. This storm looks like El Reno. I'm kidding. It doesn't. It kind of does. It low key kind of does. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of does. But hey, it's not gonna drop El Reno. So, but that storm's about to drop a big time tornado. And if it doesn't, then I don't know. Brad Arnold, what are you doing? Don't you want to go chase the tornado? I think you're out of the band right now. I think
Bro
we're good.
wants to chase the damaging winds. MB.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That I mean, like, what is happening over here
To
on
be
the
fair,
right
damaging
side?
winds are more superior.
Yeah, because they happen more often. I agree, but yeah, the rotation does look like it's really coming together. Something actually could be happening on the right side of our screen here. Yeah, but if our storm chasers would have a good view of it. Jeez Louise. Can I try to pull up Freddie McKinney's stream? Is Freddie McKinney live? He is live.
Freddy is live.
Freddie is very live. Yep, Freddie's on it. Freddie is very much on that. And Freddie has a perfect view of that very low-lying wall cloud. Oh, wow. Davis Does Weather just donated. Look who donated on the stream. Wowzers.
So Brad's driving
Almost
into
blocked
the
him. I did not
storm,
mean
which
that.
I
Go
don't
up.
know why. Tornado warning continues. Radar indicated, not confirmed.
Holy crap.
And has baseball-sized hail with it, they're
What's up,
saying.
CT Ver? Bro, can these probabilities come out already? That's what I'm trying to say, dude. 60-40? For the tornado watch? The 60/40 for the tornado watch? Like, actually? That's impressive, okay.
Wait, that's enhanced. That's 10%.
To be fair, yeah.
Wait, how you see the probabilities? Wait, what?
I still don't know why this storm has not produced. I... I'm astonished. I'm astonished. This storm is very impressive. Like, it's just going around on all these different chaser feeds. Just, it's very impressive. Like, we're about to see either big time tornado, or it's just not gonna produce a tornado. It might not. It might or it might not. No clue. That is a big time storm though that is rotating very fastly. Oh gosh, Brad Arnold, what are you doing? Brad Arnold, are you in the RFD? Are you in
Brad
it?
Arnold is a tornado sniffer. Let him be.
He's
Let him
what?
be.
He what?
He's trying to sniff the tornado. Let him be.
Oh, I did see that. Okay, a couple strong tornadoes possible. Interesting. Brad's in it, bro. He's in the
I've been
actual.
watching this rotation.
Bro, Brad's in it. Brad
We're
needs
trying to
to
get a view of it.
then get a view of it. It's not that hard. Now he's turning. All right, sweet.
Bro's going back into the storm.
Hey, whatever works, man. Stormrunner Media is perfect, actually. He's getting out in front of it. I still think we have
Somewhere
an
me is.
reports of a large wedge tornado, but I'm not too confident.
Okay, it's
Why are you
Hmm.
seeing large wedge? Like what?
the only thing I'm not seeing is I don't see a tornado on the ground.
I would
don't-
agree. Like I would agree, but
I would, but
like actually, latest velocity scan. I agree. Yeah, it's starting to wrap up a lot, and there are chasers in it right now.
like Brad.
Brad is in the tornado.
Brad
He,
would be inside
he,
a tornado. It's
he's
crossing
just
the
in it.
road right near.
He's just in it right now. He's chilling in the tornado. Oh wait, it might
Bro
be.
acts like he does
He's
this
focused
every
on
day.
something in front of him. He might actually be looking at it. I just got jump scared. Pretty sure it's from Connor Croft. Large wedge. I can imagine him saying that in his voice, but I believe it. I actually kind of do sort of believe it. I. Okay, Stormrunner. What are we looking at now? Are you turning back
As you see,
around?
we're looking at clouds and we're looking at the sun.
Is Aaron J Jack okay? He might be in the tornado. Gosh, this is freaky. This is a freaky tornado. We might actually have to stay alive faster time limit, guys. This is interesting.
This storm's going to try its hardest.
Gosh, dude, I just think that this storm is either producing right now or it is going to produce in a little bit. There has got to be something in there. Like I see clouds swirling around it. Like that there has to be something in there. Yeah, I think that trail's right over Vera or the town of Vera. Not good. Let me go back to Freddie McKinney. Let me go back to Freddie. Let me go back to Freddie. Let's go see what's up with Freddie McKinney. He's still in it.
So apparently we got a confirmed report from Brad Arnold, the tornado sniffer, that there's possibly a tornado on the ground.
Um, Freddy, turn around!
Yep. Brad just
Oh,
confirmed damage. Tornado damage.
Tornado
okay,
damage?
yeah.
Multi-vortex tornado was on the ground, did a damage to a home. Brad's confirming.
I just barely missed it. We most likely have a
I
large.
didn't get to
Yeah, I
see
see
it.
tree damage. I see tree damage. I see tree damage. I see tree damage. This town got hit. Large, maybe potentially strong multi-vortex tornado hit this town here.
Have they gone observed at all?
Oh, they will most
They
likely. Not seeing any more damage from Brad Arnold's perspective.
Yeah, I'm looking around. I don't see anything.
Brad's now reporting tornado damage.
Wow. Not good, guys. We have a uh big time tornado on the ground here. Gosh, dude. Not good. Um, I think it'll only get stronger. Um, yeah, I agree. I agree. I think that the storm is producing a big time tornado here. Oh my gosh. What? Like latest scan? Yeah, it's not looking good here. That is a very large storm. There's
It
potentially
just
a giant tornado in that supercell. Brad Arnold needs to be careful, dude. He is literally in it, pretty much. Um, but wow, that is a big time tornado there.
I'm going X. I'm scared.
They most likely don't have anything yet.
If State Chasers were to put it on X, I don't think they would do it right now in this situation.
Yeah, I know. It just I'm looking just to make sure.
How- However, multiple
Brad needs to be careful. The tornado is either right next to him or he's in it. One of the two. There is no in between. Brad, you need to get out of there, Brad. Brad, get the heck out of there, Brad. Brad's about to get hit by it. Look at the latest scan. Brad is literally next to the tightest area of rotation there. Brad, yeah, Brad's in it. Brad needs to get out of there though. Brad, you went a little too far with your sniffing, dude. What's your question, dude? If you have any questions on what's going on, feel free to ask your question. But I will say right now that we have these storm chasers and they're out on the ground right now and they're getting potentially impacted by this big time tornado here. Jeez, Brad Arnold's in it. Do you see that, Top Fan?
Yeah, this
I'm
is
I'm
insane.
watching it right now.
This
I'm
is
watching
still
it.
not confirmed. However, we're getting a lot of people now retweeting on Twitter with the NWS that tornado was on the ground. I'm
I
seeing a
mean,
lot of tweets.
like it's most likely rain wrapped and uncondensed. So please, heed this warning. This is a big time tornado here. I'm gonna go quickly feed my dog real quick. So one of you two take over for like just a quick minute.
Uh, Just making sure. So guys, if you're in Vera and Red Springs, Texas, please continue staying in your safe spots. We had already carried rotation, however, we did get a report of a multi-vortex on the ground that did damage to a house. Um, so, and this was confirmed by, again, Brad Arnold. Um, so we gotta get the word out to the NWS. This thing is capable of recycling and possibly trying to produce another one. However, not hearing a report of it on the ground anymore, so gotta wait and see what the NWS does. Still, latest scan shows a tight velocity couplet though.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, latest scan still shows a tight velocity couplet.
Jeez. Let me go to Freddy. Freddy
Oh yeah,
is not.
speaking of Freddy, what is
He's not turned around. Mad right now, guys. I'm mad. He's
Freddy?
not.
Freddy's trying to get ahead of it.
It's a good idea. Storm blowing up north of OKC. Let's check it out real quick. We'll take a quick break from our. Oh yeah, there
Yeah,
is
there
one.
is.
Oh yeah, special alert statement for nickel-sized hail.
There near Edmond. That's a big time storm there, just to the south of Edmond, Oklahoma. There, producing nickel-sized hail.
Oh yeah, it is 50-30 probabilities on the tornado watch.
Someone said it was 60-40.
Someone on it says here it's 50-30.
Let's go back over to our storms out here in New York. Yeah, this is starting to just become a damaging wind threat right now. But let's go back to our storm here in. Gosh, that storm is absolutely ginormous. Oh my gosh. Like, what?
There's now 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this storm again. 90.
What? Alright, okay. That's in for you. Alright, dude. Well, let me know if you get anything.
Multiple wind gusts
Nice.
over 90 miles per hour have been measured.
What? What do you mean multiple wind gusts over 90-mile-per-hour have been measured? So this storm has been producing.
That's what the National Resource is saying.
Wow. So this storm has been producing over 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts.
A warning just got issued. Tornado warning just got issued. It did not go observed yet.
No, it was just
What? Huh?
where?
It's been issued. It's been issued.
No,
If it,
one just got. I think it just got reissued.
it
It's
got
been.
continued. No, it got continued. Radar indicated. There it is. It's not a
See it.
new warning. It's just continued. Brad's coming up
Gosh.
on more damage.
What do you mean, bro? What are you looking at, bro? Oh, yeah, there's a lot of damage. Looked like some sheet metal and stuff. That's not good. Brad, get out of there, dude. Brad, Brad, you're in it. 92-mile-per-hour wind gust in Knox City, Texas. Jeez. Okay. All right, buddy. Let me be the judge of that. Stormrunner Media is zoomed in way too far. How?
Stormwater Media has a tumbleweed.
I wonder.
No, wait, no, that's debris.
Oh,
Is that
look
debris?
at the
I
latest.
cannot see.
Oh my gosh, latest velocity scan. This thing is intensifying very rapidly.
Let me see. Let me see the velocity.
Brad is saying significant damage.
Whoa! What is that? Couplet. Jeez.
Stephen Jones on X has 100-mile-per-hour gust and baseball-sized hail. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, yeah, Brad. Yeah, there is. What is happening? How is this not observed?
Oh,
That's
Stormwater Media is now crossing pool damage.
they're in front. What? They're not even in the path of it. What do you mean? Is there
There
an?
was a pool that was tilted.
Oh, you're probably watching. There's probably 2 different Radar Omega stream or Stormrunner Media streams. I think
David's
it may have lifted. Is
definitely.
dropping a new tornado that will likely be strong. Yeah, this is not good. Holy cow! Oh my gosh, Connor Croft
And Brad went down.
and
Yeah,
Brad.
his
With it.
dream.
Brad got
He's
hit by a
scared.
multi-vortex. I'm kidding. That's not what happened, guys. Don't. That's not what
We'll see
happened.
we'll see. Wait, is he still live on YouTube or it's just Radar Mega Probe?
Freddie McKinney, where are you at? Freddie, turn back around.
Freddy says no single for me.
This is about to produce a violent tornado. That's a stretch. But I think that we are already seeing a strong tornado being produced. We've already seen damage being produced. So yeah, definitely a strong tornado already. Stormrunner Media going to church. He's going to church. Never mind. Okay. The church might get cooked. Wow, that is a look. Oh my gosh.
No, we're looking at the same stream then, because he just pulled up for me.
Get out of there,
Wow,
Stormrunner.
look at those wind gusts as well. You can tell these are strong gusts.
Yeah, dude, this is a incredible storm. 1 hour and 20 minutes up till the next SBC. I'm gonna stay alive for a little bit longer, guys. Um,
New
I do.
tornado warning for Seymour, Texas. Radar indicated.
Okay. I did say that we would, need to stay alive if we need to. And I am. So we will stay alive for this.
These are our only tornado warnings, I think.
Trying to see if Robert can tune into the stream.
What the? Look at Stormwater Media. You just saw a debris just get thrown.
This is most
Oh
like.
my goodness. Debris just got thrown on.
Yeah. Okay. No, we are seeing something here. Is this? What is this? A gustnado?
No, I just have my stars on.
Is this a gustnado?
Gustnado landslide? What is going on?
This is most likely a
Yeah, it's like
gustnado.
at least where okay.
I mean, 90 mile per
I
hour wind
saw
gusts
that.
are still being
90-mile-per-hour winds can do that. Don't worry, but that was impressive. Whoa. Okay. I don't know what's happening with this storm, but this is some crazy stuff. Okay, so now Connor Croft. If you go to Connor Croft's stream, it is
It's
white.
a whiteout.
It's whiteout. It's literally a whiteout. This is a dangerous storm. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that. Freddy's still in front of it. Quite a ways too, but new tornado warning. This was an extension for East Central Knox County and Northern Baylor County, Texas, for a radar indicated rotation and lime-sized hail. So, but by the way, this storm is also, oh my gosh, still producing 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And they did extend that 90-mile-per-hour wind gust warning all the way out here for Western Archer County. What?
Look at the velocities.
No, please, 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 please. No, please don't. No,
I
no.
just looked at it.
Holy crap. Aaron
Whoa.
J. Jack, Get out of no, these people need to get out of there. Like now. Get out of there now. There is a very strong tornado happening right now. Oh my gosh.
It's either
Oh,
about to happen or it's happening right now.
Jordan Hall has serious damage. Okay. I don't like this, guys. You
Okay.
know, I'm gonna try my best to cover this as best as I can. But I get really worried for these guys out here. They do everything to try to um
Brad's feet's just not coming back on.
Connor is Connor, you need to stop, turn back around, or do something, dude. Um,
It's heading northeast though, so he should be okay.
yeah, but I don't know. These storms. It's PDS now. It's PDS. So PDS warning. It's a PDS
Radar
radar indicated,
indicated.
but a large and extremely dangerous tornado was located near Red Springs, moving east at 20 mile per hour. Please get to your safe spot if you're in Seymour, Texas, anywhere near Lake Kemp, anywhere out here. Please get to your safe spot. This is about to be a dangerous storm. And the only reason why this storm is radar indicated is because this storm is entirely rain wrapped. Jeez.
What radar indicator where PDS mean is that this thunderstorm is capable of producing a strong tornado, and you guys need to be taking this seriously. There's no confirmed report of it on the ground, but it's capable of doing
I
significant
think
damage.
Stormrunner might have it. Stormrunner Media might have it on his stream. I don't
I'm
know
back. What happened?
I don't see
PDS,
no.
PDS.
There's something on Stormrunner's feed, but I don't know. There's something in there. There's something very ominous in there.
The tornado sniffer is back. No, he's not. Crap.
These are days we need
Wait up.
5% hatch risks. Dude, I don't know how many days we probably needed 5% hatch risks.
Last year we needed a lot of them. Let's be real. But again, Connor says there might be a monster back in there.
Why is there literally? Never mind. What?
Then again, people said that there was a 2.5 mile wide tornado yesterday, but it was only like 1.25 mile wide.
That tornado wasn't wide.
It was giant. It was a very giant tornado. Do not get me wrong.
It was a very giant. Anyways.
Wait a
Oh,
second.
Brad was up for a second.
Brad's back up. Hi, Brad. Welcome back. Are you chilling right now? What's happening, dude? Brad, are you chilling right now? Gosh, what is happening right now? I do agree. These are days where we need 5% hatch risks because that usually. I was so desperate, wondering if the SBC will ever add. So I emailed and they said they are experimenting right now, and they hope to have it on the outlooks in the next 2 years. Cool. Well, I did some talking with Robert last night, and he kind of gave me a rundown on what the EF scale or the new EF scale could potentially look like for next year.
New scale?
Huh?
New scale? I
Yeah,
didn't know about that.
there's gonna be an update. They're gonna add a bunch of new stuff to the EF scale. But yeah, I was talking to him for a while last night, just about a lot about weather, tornadoes, and other stuff. But yeah, trust. Storm Chase is coming up soon. Storm Chase is coming up soon. That was in December of 2024. Really? Gosh, I look at velocities. Like this storm has to be producing a strong tornado. Like I cannot see it not. I cannot see it not producing a strong tornado. Strong. No, there's not an EF6. Don't worry. They're just adding a bunch of new damage indicators and stuff. And they're taking time. Like, they're gonna actually take contextuals into account now, and they're actually gonna take wind thresholds into account now, which is cool. So wind thresholds for buildings will be taken into account. Is Aaron J. Jack still up? Aaron J. Jack's like right next to it, bro. Jordan Hall has a semi-truck crashed. Really? I hope they are okay.
Jordan Hall.
I hope they are okay. Jordan Hall. I hope they are okay. Jeez, man. Storm Runner. Is that the tornado? Wait. No. I thought that was the left side for a minute. It might not be. Gosh. Hook on Tuttle Storm southwest of the OKC. Let's confirm that for you real quick. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's kind of hooking up. It's just a tiny baby supercell right now. But if you're in Tuttle, you're probably experiencing some heavy rain right now. Maybe a little bit of hail. I honestly cannot believe this storm. Waiting for next velocity scan. Hopefully, it's a lot less stronger. Gosh, I just realized
So
Connor's speed ahead of this thing. What?
wow, on
What
the
happened?
tornado watch, it does indicate a couple strong tornadoes possible. So
Wow. I still think this tornado is most likely on the ground. I haven't checked correlation coefficient at all. But yeah, this
I
does
haven't
not
seen a
show.
CC drop.
This has not shown a CC drop.
This looks
Most
like
like,
it takes the southeast.
huh?
Oh yeah, it started moving southeast.
It just started moving southeast.
It's heading straight for Seymour. You guys gotta go to safe spots. And it's gonna get Brad Arnold say it's going across the road right in front of him or behind him. Oh, Brad's gonna drive into it. What the heck, Brad?
Brad,
No.
what are you doing?
No, Brad.
Are you good?
I just saw his location dot move west. No, he's moving west.
Why?
He's
He's
driving into
actually
it.
moving west.
Why are you
He's
moving
going
that?
west.
Why? I saw
Oh wait,
it.
he's going back east. He's going back east now.
Yeah, you noticed? Dude, okay, wait. This tornado might be uncondensed. I just realized this might be just an uncondensed rain wrap tornado.
This might be a multi-vortex rain wrap.
Uncondensed.
And if you want, if
Dude, Storm
How fast
Intermedia.
is this?
Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills.
How fast is the storm moving?
No clue. Seymour, you need to get
Nice.
in your safe spot right now.
It's moving east at 20 miles per hour, so that means it's moving southeast.
It's moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. Yeah, this is drunk NATO. It's gonna be a strong tornado.
It could impact Seymour in the next 18 minutes. You guys gotta go to safe spots.
Gosh, there's so much scud rising in the storm. There's so much rising motion right next to this tornado. It's scary. This is not a good situation at all. Jeez. See, I usually I planned on ending live stream, or I don't know, man, but we need to stay alive for this. This is incredible. Oh my gosh.
I hate to say it. It might be trying to make a direct path to Seymour. I hope it lifts before it does make it to Seymour.
Connor Cross.
We might get a new
Seymour is
Carnival.
very populated. I really hope this does not hit Seymour at the current strength it's at.
Seymour has a population of 3,000 people.
That's still
Yeah, and we're
that's still
currently
a lot of
seeing
people.
a
I
yeah,
know.
we're
I was
currently
just
we're
saying.
currently seeing this tornado shifting southeast towards Seymour.
And usually when supercells shift southeast, it usually signifies that it's taking control of the environment and therefore has latched onto the right moving vector. So this will most likely start to strengthen.
Oh, Goose got a picture of the truck.
Oh yeah, Jordan Hall has a picture of the truck. Wow.
Oh my gosh!
What's that in front of it?
What did it? What happened?
What is
Oh,
that?
I think I know where it's at. Where Brad went past it. He went past that area. This
Oh,
must have just happened. He went
Stormrunner
past.
Media is
Brad
getting
past it.
Stormrunner Media is getting the gust front, I think, or something.
I'm looking.
I thought you were gonna say about tornado. I was like, okay.
They're about to be in it. Like, oh gosh, that is so freaky. Look at it. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine being there. Like that's so. That's gotta be. Look at all that rising motion.
This thing's
Wow.
strengthening.
It might have actually lifted. Wait, what? Latest scan does
Oh wait,
show a.
latest scan.
Yeah, latest scan might have killed it. Wait. It actually. It's still probably on the ground to the north. I don't know.
As soon as it
This is a
started
very
moving
interesting
southeast,
storm.
it died.
Storm Runner, what is happening on your stream, dude? What is happening on Storm Runner Media stream? Oh my gosh. It literally looks like the cloud's about to just envelop the town. Like I don't know. It may be trying to do a mezzo handoff. We'll keep an eye on it. I don't know where it would do that though. Maybe to the south. Maybe along that area. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier. Mesocyclone handoff. Probably somewhere close to this storm, we'll probably see another meso handoff. We're starting to see stuff fly around in Seymour.
Really? Wait, what?
Starting to see stuff fly around in Seymour. Do these damaging winds up to 90 miles per hour
Oh
possible.
my God, we got Brad Arnold stream. Speaking, man.
What do you mean Brad Arnold stream? He doesn't have his stream up on Radar Omega yet. At least I don't think he does. I'm not sure. Gosh, dude. I mean, that's incredible. The northern part where new rotation is, that's yeah, maybe. Actually, yeah, maybe. That actually could be trying to where it's trying to hand off at, but will it be successful? Let's watch out. Let's keep an eye on it. It's no longer PDS. Okay, good. So we're back down to radar indicated now, but yeah, it's still a giant storm there. Not rotation, just a new meso forming, probably. I most likely agree. Wow. Jeez, dude. That is a scary storm. That is a very, very, very scary storm. And we know this definitely produced a strong tornado earlier because it did some damage earlier. We don't know how strong that tornado was, but it was pretty significant. Did some pretty strong damage. What's up? Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I wasn't even gonna say anything.
Jeez.
I don't know if you did notice, but it did go back down radar indicated.
Yeah, I saw that. I did indeed see that earlier. That is absolutely insane. Tornado Pagey has an amazing view of the storm. I bet. Where are they at? It's trying to do something. Yeah, I see it. They're trying to do something again. It's trying to do something again.
Velocities are showing it to do something again.
It's trying to do something again.
Guys, this storm's not done. You guys gotta go to your safe box. Velocities does show a little
Why
bit of an
are
uptick of
people
rotation.
parking under the overpass? That makes me so
Alright,
mad.
guys, you cannot. It is not safe to park under an overpass during a tornado. Yeah,
Seriously.
you guys.
Do you know what? Okay, I'm gonna explain. Okay, I can understand to the general audience. I know that sounds really rude. I know I'm being rude. It's okay. For the general audience, a overpass or an underpass can be kind of a shelter from storms or tornadoes because they maybe think it would protect them from the actual tornado or provide a temporary shelter for them. No, it does not. In fact, it makes it worse. The fact I can provide a perfect example for this. Bridge Creek Moore 1999 provides a perfect example of this, where people literally parked under an overpass and got up under like the gutters or the rail, the rail part. I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say. But holy rain bands on Storm Hunter Media stream, by the way. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, what happened is the tornado hit that area, and since that area is kind of compressed and it's kind of um, it's it's kind of, well, it's an underpass, so there's something blocking the sky from the surface. So the tornado hits, and therefore the winds actually increase through the actual underpass. So the winds will increase. So when you have an EF5 tornado hitting an underpass, you're probably experiencing heavier and more stronger wind speeds than 200 miles per hour under an overpass during an EF5 tornado. Plus, you also have immense amounts of debris going through that underpass. And when those people were hiding in that underpass, a lot of them passed away or got pulled out by the sheer strength of the tornado. Please do not park under an overpass during a tornado or anything like that. It is very, very dangerous. Wow, I just went on a whole spiel. But yeah, we have a new tornado that's about to develop. We have a new velocity or a new velocity couplet that's starting to form directly to the northwest of Seymour here. You can see our inbound winds and our outbound winds are very close, and they're very strong. What's up,
Yeah,
Lily
Sammy's
J?
trying to hook up again. This thing's gonna do it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I've been studying weather for almost pretty much my entire life, or I've been interested in it pretty much my entire life. I've been studying it um, pretty heavily for the past couple of years, maybe a couple of years to a few years. But yeah, I love it. I love weather, and it's my passion. Love doing it. I also just want to be able to, share my passion with others, and be able to, get the message out to people who maybe don't have, cable out here, don't really watch the news, or they just have YouTube and other stuff like that to potentially, warn them about upcoming things. So that's what my kind of main purpose is. This is about to drop a big time tornado. Um, I'm calling it. This is about to drop a giant tornado. What's up, Packers fan? Welcome to the stream, dude. How are we doing, everybody? We're at 14 likes on the stream. We are almost at our second like goal achieved on the stream. You guys are absolutely incredible. I seriously, you guys are incredible. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, I think we have another tornado that's probably about to happen here. If you guys want to, um, I don't know. I gotta find a good spot to kind of take a break here, and I'm gonna go make dinner, but not right now because this is starting to actually produce again. But um, I will probably eat dinner here in a little bit, and if this storm is still producing, um, will one of you take over for a little bit? Would that be okay?
If my Wi-Fi doesn't crash every 10 minutes, yeah, that'll be fine.
All right,
Ever
sure.
since the storm, my Wi-Fi's been crashing every 10 minutes, so.
All right. So I just wanted to mention that with our like inbound and outbound winds here, we are measuring at least 79 mile. What is about? Oh, okay. What is happening with this right now? This is not looking good.
It's still 90 miles per hour. What the heck?
Likely got
There's
yeah,
possibly a
likely.
tornado on the ground.
I this is super very impressive. I just said
Is it hitting
super
home?
very impressive like 5 times. Brad, you're in it.
Is Brad actually in it?
He's in like the outbound winds, but is it gonna rain in Demoe, Indiana? Is it gonna rain in Demoe, Indiana? That's a great question. For today, Demoe, Indiana probably is chilling. Especially chilling right now. You guys are pretty much perfect. So no rain. Gosh, this storm is still producing 90-mile-per-hour winds. What?
When was this last updated?
Gosh,
13 minutes ago.
Aaron J. Jack, you are the closest one to this actual like tornado. Please pan your camera. It wouldn't hurt you to just pan your camera, dude.
I mean, there's a tight velocity couplet. I wouldn't be surprised if that's on the ground. It's just not hitting homes.
Yeah.
Which is good.
So I'm gonna quickly explain what velocities are, or what high res velocity is. So we have your very strong inbound and outbound winds here. So here are your inbounds, I think. Yes. Your reds are your inbounds, right?
What?
Aren't your reds your inbounds and your greens your outbounds, or is it switched?
On radar, I'm just gonna put this like in the most simplest terms. Red indicates radar blowing away from the radar, and
Okay,
greens
so it would be
indicate
out.
them
So
going towards the
reds outbound, and then here are blues and our greens are inbound. So here is our outbound winds, and here are inbound winds. I just got those mixed up, but here are our outbound winds and our inbound
It
winds. And
always
basically,
happens.
um, what happens is these winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere. These in this circumstance, these are really close to the surface, so
Yeah.
they interact with each other really close to the surface here. And when they start to meet in the middle here, and they start to kind of um, tighten up and kind of couplet, that's when we experience something we like to call tornadogenesis. Or basically we call it on radar we call it a velocity couplet, but you experience tornadogenesis when basically you have a relationship with rotation aloft to the surface. Um, But yeah, so we basically have like 80 mph, like outbounds against 80 mph inbounds, which is insane. Um, if this actually met up, this would be a insane circumstance. Like
It's a tight velocity couplet.
it's no, I think it's so. Here's our velocity couplet. Actually, our velocity couplet is directly to the
Oh
north.
my goodness! Latest scan shows it. Oh my goodness. Oh no.
I'm in shock.
That's even tighter.
I'm in shock. Like I am puzzled.
This this might go PDS again. Maybell, you guys gotta go to your safe spots. Maybell, Texas.
Does Storm Runner have it? No, Storm Runner just looking at our perfect, beautiful storm. Um, but now
Brad's
we're,
coming close to it.
gosh, now we're actually starting to get upwards of 80, like 85 against 90. If this met, this would be insane. So here are 85 mph winds, and here are 90s. And right here is where our velocity couplet's happening. So how we determine VROT, or sorry, how we determine gate to gate is we add our inbounds and our outbounds. So right now we probably have 110, 115 gate to gate. So I'll probably do a I'll probably do a video on this at one point, but we probably have 110 to 115 gate to gate going on right now with our storm. So a very strong storm. This is probably producing a gosh, I cannot believe this. This is insane.
Can this?
Like this is such a crazy radar signature. I'm gonna screenshot.
This
Like
storm doesn't know how to give up.
it literally looks like a hurricane on velocities. That's the best way to describe it, in my opinion. Like the
Uh,
actual spread of the inbound and outbound winds looks like a hurricane's eye wall. I'm just hoping that this next radar scan, just please don't be Brad.
if it's
Brad,
if it's
or
tighter. Brad, you gotta get out there, Brad.
it's heading right for Brad. Like you need to get out of there now. I don't think he realizes he has to at some point.
It went southeast to now due east. I just gotta wait for the latest radar scan just to confirm. It's not giving us velocities. Isn't updating. Let me see if it updated on radar scope. It didn't.
Oh my gosh. I still like honestly it just updated, but yeah, I can't. Like it's so close to producing a big time no, I'm not going to say that word. I'm not going to say the V word. Big time very strong tornado. Gosh, it's so I have noticed that our inbounds and outbounds have gotten closer though together over time. They're starting to get closer. So as we said, our inbound or sorry, outbound winds, these right here, and our inbounds, they're starting to get a little tighter. They're starting to get a little closer together. At least our pretty impressive values right here are starting to get closer together. Oh, this might be multiple vortex.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we might be seeing a satellite, or we might be seeing a rotation handoff now with the storm.
What is happening? I cannot pro I cannot fully try I can't I can't portray this in my mind. Brad needs to get I don't even know where to begin how to be like escape. Like I don't know what the road options. I think it's just east. Like I think Brad might
It's
be
east, north, or south.
Oh gosh. Yeah, you hate to see that. I'd probably just head north. I don't know why
I
Brad's
mean, if
sitting
you hate,
there. I mean, in the end,
I don't
he's
like Brad sitting there either.
he is smarter than us. So, but I've seen this happen in the past, and
He's
it's
the
not.
tornado sniffer.
Did you see what Gooseman posted?
80
No.
mile per hour wind gusts with the storm now. What did Gooseman
Ooh.
post?
Wow. That is
Wow.
significant damage. That looks like a
Wait,
farm
how is he
outbuilding
watching?
or something.
Jordan's not live on YouTube. How is he? Oh, weather-wise, probably.
Weather-wise, probably. Most likely
It's probably
weather-wise.
weather. Hold on, guys. I'll
Wait,
tell
I'm
you if
on.
it's weather-wise.
Brad might be in the outer circulation right now. We're up to 15 likes on the stream. I just saw that. Thank you guys so much. Wait, what just happened?
Where's Jordan?
That freaked me out for a second. Okay. Anyways.
Oh, look what Gooseman posted
Hold
again.
on. Hold on.
Massive wall cloud. Or massive cloud.
We're at 15 likes on the stream. Thank you guys so much for all the support. You guys are seriously incredible.
Gooseman, get off the WX. I'm just kidding.
Gooseman, get off of WA. Brad!
I swear,
Get out of
Gooseman's
there,
always
Brad!
on WX.
Brad, you're in a hurricane right now.
Yeah, for 80 mile per hour wind gust.
Yeah, Brad's definitely.
Okay, rotation seems to be dying off, so might be
I
getting good
wouldn't
signs.
say that. It might actually be trying to do another mezzo handoff.
I mean, right now we got broad circulations, as I can see Gray touching, you know, but it could be doing another handoff, so we'll see.
True. Brad's in, like... He's
I mean,
in the
this
outer
hook,
I
if
want.
it did still have a hook, it's massive.
Do you really want to count that as a hook?
No, I don't.
It's
said
just more
if.
like a it's more like a blob.
It's just a blob of rain, guys. Did they issue this tornado watch just for this storm?
All right, if
I'm
the
just
next
wondering.
scan
Wait,
if the
what?
next scan shows it weakening, I'm gonna go make some dinner and I'll let one of you guys take it over.
I don't know where Jordan Hall is.
He's on that storm somewhere. Most likely,
I'm
probably
clicking on all the storm spotter dots and I don't see his thing.
probably.
Yeah, he's somewhere.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high.
Dude, Brad looks like he's in a hurricane. Oh my
Whoa.
god.
Okay, look at reflectivity. This is really interesting what we're seeing on reflectivity. I may be the only one that's seeing this.
Wait, what are you seeing?
There is a kind of very obvious kind of like outline of lighter reflectivity values inside of the red reflectivity values, and then there's another one. There's like two little lines of like orange pixel reflectivity values, and then I could be just absolutely tripping out of my mind, but I don't know. That could just be very strong winds too.
Brad, what are you doing?
Brad's chilling.
Brad's just chilling. Brad's like, I don't care if I go into tornado.
Brad and Joshua Brinker.
Oh, I know him. He's with I think he's with PA Storm Trackers. Yeah.
Yeah, I think our rotation may be starting to die a little bit. And might be trying to do another handoff to the north.
It's doing. Yeah, I might be doing another rotation handoff.
I think it's about to go off like the radar. Never mind.
The storm's not giving up.
All right, I'm gonna go and find some dinner. But one of you
Yeah.
guys I'll leave this on a loop, or I'll leave this on a loop for you guys, because this is a perfect actually loop, but yeah, I'll put up a screen
That's it.
saying where I'll be.
I'm just checking on other storms real quick before I focus on one
I'm
storm.
gonna look up the Oklahoma City one. Let's see if that's gonna do anything. I mean, it still looks like it's decently strong.
All right, guys, I will be right back. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. And
Okay.
if this isn't what am I trying to say? If this isn't if this just completely dies down in the next like 10 minutes, I'll probably end stream. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go make some dinner here. I'll keep that on the loop, guys, and you guys can talk about whatever. But yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah, latest scan still shows broad circulation with that. And where you would expect it, this thing just the hook was just getting swallowed in the storm. However, we'll see. We'll try to see if this thing continues to try to rehook and produce some. Right now, might be trying to recycle. I'm not seeing any other storms around the that are trying to produce tornadoes at the moment. So this is our only storm that has our focus. Tornado warning continues. Radar indicated. Yeah, this is our only rotating storm at the moment. I mean, there are some broad circulation, very weak. However, they're just not concerning. We do have tornado possible tag just east of Bowling Green, near east of Glasgow. Not seeing any rotation with it at the moment. When waiting for the latest scan on reflectivity to come, not reflectivity, freaking velocities. Yeah, latest scan shows more weaker rotation, so I think this thing's taking a little break at the moment. Still a pretty awesome shelf cloud. Yeah, the storm could still have 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts with the storm and tennis ball size hail. Alright, and there's been a 100-mile-per-hour wind report near Seymour uh, by Mesonet. 106-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Yeah, this storm did pack a punch. Yeah, I've still got severe thunderstorm warnings in PA and New York. Not looking, not having. Doesn't look like they have any rotation with these storms. Um, However, they are moving to at least a favorable environment for tornadoes. So we'll see how they continue to go.
Roman even saw the wind gusts.
Yeah, Roman. Wait, what?
Roman saw the wind gusts apparently.
Um, we got a new tornado warning here for Anchor and Baylor counties in Texas. Please go to your safe spots. This is a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. Uh, was located over Maybell, moving east at 25 miles per hour. I'm watching this storm to Frederick, Oklahoma. Things might be trying to hook up and cause issues here in the near future. So we'll see how that storm does. Yeah, again, the SPC doesn't mention a couple intense tornadoes possible. We did get a new tornado warning here for Wayne County in Ohio. Please go to your safe spots. This is for Lodi, Westfield Center, Seville, Rittman, Wadsworth. Again, this is severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado that was located over Lodi or 12 miles southwest of Medina, moving east at 40 miles per hour. Even though they have the warning facing southeast. So again, yeah, there's a little broad circulation with it. Could be trying to wrap up something very quick. As it does look like it did try to strengthen. We're gonna wait for the latest scan to confirm anything really. Still a little broad circulation with it. Still watching it very closely though. Yeah, rotation still looks a bit disorganized here in Texas. Just to the northeast of Seymour. Bro. What? Oh yeah, latest scan shows that rotation very disorganized. It's weak. It's super weak. Yeah, we might. I think they're gonna allow this tornado warning to expire. That latest scan does show disorganized, very disorganized rotation. I'm almost. I mean, our most concerning storm is up here in Ohio.
Be right back.
Waiting for that latest scan. All right, Texan. Yeah, even you guys can see on velocities on Roman stream that rotation is very disorganized. Yeah, latest scan with this storm. The storm's now heading towards Jackson, Ohio, um, and Creston, Seville. Rotation still looks to be broad, a little bit weaker. So we'll see if that storm continues to try to produce anything. What's up, Sam?
Holy crap, what a day. What a freaking day.
Exactly.
106 mile per hour wind gust report. Massive hurricane in not hurricane,
Massive
tornado.
hurricane. Massive.
I mean it looked like a mini hurricane there, with that massive velocity couplet. Well, not couplet, but it was like broad but a really strong rotation there. Not to mention the derecho we had in Pennsylvania and the morning 90-mile-per-hour winds that ripped through Springfield, Missouri. So quite a day.
That's a tornado that went through Springfield, Missouri. Sorry. Um,
Yeah. Today
My
felt
God.
like, today
yeah,
felt like a moderate. Today felt like a moderate, if you're asking me. There was just
again,
not a lot of confidence in issuing a moderate due to the fact that there was a lot of uncertainty regarding where the grid's potential would be for winds or tornadoes. So I
again,
com-
still
yeah, I com-
seeing broad and weak rotation in Ohio. Please continue staying in your safe spots.
yeah.
This is live, by the way. Yeah. We got a new tornado warning here in Oklahoma. This is for Frederick, Oklahoma. This is a storm that I pointed out earlier that says trying to hook up. Now they laid down the official tornado warning, so please go to your safe spots.
Yep. This includes the town of Frederick, in which Frederick is pretty populated. So I can't
Only
imagine
check
how
the
much.
population.
Yeah. If somebody wants to look up the population on that tornado warning,
Wait, Frederick, Oklahoma?
yeah, it should be on Twitter.
Sam,
NWS tornado.
Sam.
3,000 people. 3,000 people.
Hold on. Okay, that's not a
Hello?
tornado. Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, Roman?
Hello.
What a day. What a freaking
Tornado
day,
warning.
Roman.
Tornado warning continues for Mankins, Texas, radar
Whoa!
indicated. And then the tornado warning in Oklahoma has 3,839 people in the past.
Yeah, and most of
Yeah,
that is in
Frederick
Frederick.
has 3,400.
Wowzers, guys.
And then we got a tornado warning in Ohio still.
Wait, Ohio? What? Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to eat some
I've
dinner.
gotta wait for the velocity scans too.
Yeah, that storm that was creating a lot of havoc there just southwest of Wichita Falls has completely went outflow dominant. So I don't know if it'll try again. I do not know if it'll try again.
It's completely disorganized. Yeah, still disorganized.
And that bowing out feature we had about 10-15 minutes ago really destruct this storm so much to the point where it's disorganized. So
Oh, special weather statement issued.
not too concerned for a tornado threat in the immediate
Future.
in the present, but we will see. We will see down the line, but I highly doubt it's going to produce in the near term. So.
Absolutely. So we still have a tornado warning
However,
in effect for west central Tillman County, Oklahoma, for about the next 20 minutes. So if you're in Frederick, Oklahoma, please get to your safe spots, or hopefully you're still in your safe spots. Our rotation is directly to the west of Frederick. Here you can see where our velocity couplet is. But yeah.
Yeah, today was just insane, dude. Insane.
I mean, that tornado earlier was pretty crazy.
yeah,
Everything.
There was significant damage, very significant, unfortunately.
All right, we've had a 5-inch hail report, 106 mile per hour wind gusts, a few tornadoes. I don't even know how many tornadoes we had with that one storm there in Oklahoma. A derecho, a MCS with a tornado in Springfield, Missouri. Just so much happened today, dude. It was all widespread too. A lot of people have been affected by these storms, and I really hope
Absolutely.
everybody's okay. These storms impacted so many people in some sort of way, whether it be hail, damaging winds, or even tornadoes. I just hope everybody is safe and still taking these warnings pretty seriously because we still have very much of an active weather pattern here. It still will likely to be continued. So
I agree. But I will say we are approaching 2 hours and 30 minutes on the stream. So I probably am gonna end live here pretty soon. Um, I know that sucks, but we still have a few, or at least a handful of tornado warnings here still in effect. But I'm probably still gonna head and live stream here in a bit, just so I can get used to not staying live for as long. If I need to, I absolutely will. But right now, we don't have a tornado on the ground, or we don't have a imminent tornado threat right now, in my opinion. But um, it's been a very long day. We covered that entire we covered that entire Seymour, Texas tornado. That was absolutely incredible. But it's been a very successful coverage here today, guys, and I really appreciate all the help that you guys have helped. Yeah, I appreciate all the help that you guys have done on this stream today, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in today. We have pretty much crushed the like goal. I set it originally for 10, but we've gotten 15. So W's in the chat for that. But thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go ahead and stream because we have been live for 2 hours and 30 minutes, as I said. But anyways, is there anything you guys wanted to say before I ended stream?
No, just stay
Mm.
weather aware. I mean, this tornado threat's still there. It's just it's
Absolutely.
supposed to die down here in the probably next 3 hours.
I
Absolutely.
Be on lookout for tornadoes.
And stay
Absolutely.
Alright.
safe.
Agree.
I do want to mention one more thing before you
Okay.
end off, Roman.
Okay.
Even though we still have an active severe weather pattern here for today, I do want to mention tomorrow, we most likely will
Actually,
see an enhanced.
let's go ahead and go over models. I feel like that would be very. I feel like that'd be very smart to do real quick. Let's just go over models real quick for tomorrow. Hold on. Okay. So Sam, I'll let you kind of explain, but let's go to.
Alright. Yeah, like I said, I do want to mention tomorrow we still do not have an enhanced risk, which I'm kind of shocked, but we will see an enhanced risk. I am actually expecting an enhanced risk for tomorrow for parts of the DFW area stretching northeastward there to northeastern Texas. A lot of not a lot of uncertainties. But there's some concern for a tornado threat, even a strong tornado threat for tomorrow, as the HRRR has been depicting a few supercells in the W area tomorrow evening. But we're just gonna have to keep an eye on model trends. We're gonna have to look at morning observations tomorrow morning, and that'll dictate on what we see tomorrow afternoon. But right now, I'm also pulling up models as we speak. So.
But I had them pulled up on my stream, so if you want to look at those, you can. But
Oh.
I have models pulled up on stream too as well. So, anyways, we've got models here for tomorrow. This is for tomorrow's threat. So, we're gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna give my opinion. Everybody else is gonna give their opinion, or mainly Sam. Sam's usually the guy that gives his opinion on this, but anyways, you can see right now I'm on the 12ZH This is originally the kind of run that prompted that 15% NATO cast hatched, which insane, but this is what's gonna happen. Here are the supercells we're seeing tonight. So those are gonna move out, and then tomorrow we're gonna see kind of a broken segment line. I don't know. No, I lied. Okay. So at first we're gonna see kind of a broken segment here start to form, maybe like an MCS kind of thing, and then it kind of develops into a more broken segment with maybe some like more embedded supercellular action possibly, but I highly doubt that. Uh, the main big thing would be this. So you can see just after 20Z, which is just before like 7 p.m., so around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., we start to see some isolated supercell development down here south of DFW and near DFW. And soon that just develops into a full-blown kind of uh, big time supercell thing. But yeah, and we can kind of confirm that really quickly here. Let's go to our surface-based cape real quick. We can tell a lot with our surface-based cape. So our cape comes rushing in And actually, yeah. So at the 00Z mark on Thursday. Wait. Hold on. Let's just kind of go. Yeah, so around 20Z on Wednesday. So around the time that supercells will start firing, we're gonna have upper to lower 3,000 joules of cape. So probably more around the lines of 3,000 joules of cape, 3,500 joules of cape. Here's a sounding I pulled. So we have a Tor sounding here. So this is probably from Central Texas. But anyways, I noticed that our wow. Okay. So I noticed that our cape, our actual surface cape, is really high compared to our, forecasted and mixed layer cape here. So our surface cape is projected to be around 4,300, which is a lot. Our LCLs and our LFCs are directly on top of each other, which is always a good sign. It usually means that, as soon as these storms hit that LCL and LFC, they're going to just fully expand, and they're going to fully they have all this room to just convect and basically they just have free roam of everything. But right here at the surface, this is just waiting for them to convect. They have to break the cap first. They have to break through all that and then get through that. But there is no cap out here. At least this sounding I pulled. There's no cap. But these storms will be heavily driven with the PWatt 1.5 inches. So these will be high precipitation supercells, unfortunately, like with a lot of storms we've seen. And unfortunately, I think our storms are going to be big hailers. Our downdraft cape is pretty high, so these storms could produce a large hail threat. And I did also notice that our convective temperature is directly close to our actual environmental temperature dew point profile, so that usually plays a big portion in that. So our three capes also are pretty decent. Lapse rates are pretty decent as well. SRH is kind of lacking, but this is enough to sustain tornadic development. And our shear is also pretty low, but as I said, enough to sustain tornadic development, at least for a little bit. But anyways, and our hodograph is a curved hodograph, but it's a very kind of tiny one. But yeah.
Are you done explaining, Roman? Or are you still going on with that sounding?
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, okay. I wanted to point out a few things with tomorrow's setup. So we're gonna have morning convection, tomorrow from our, MCS that'll develop later on, tonight. That is gonna move into North Texas, in the early morning hours. And that morning convection could, a little idea of how significant our severe weather might be for tomorrow. It's all gonna come down to that morning convection. Also, when these storms first fire, they're gonna have let's see, they're gonna have pretty good dews sitting around 70 degree dews, which is really good. And then the temperatures, they are, let's see, they are, yeah, right. Yeah, so pretty good environment for some tornadoes. If we take a look at our tornadic ingredients, we got STP values sitting around, let's see, we've got, give it a second, my model is right in here. We've got around 4, 5 STP, which is pretty good. I do want to take a look at the 0 1 kilometer SRH because that is the most important factor in tornado producing storms. If you have low SRH values, you're not going to get a really good tornado threat. SRH stands for storm relative velocity. It's basically spin, or how much spin is in the atmosphere, and the higher the SRH, the higher spin there is, and the more spin, and then that could create some pretty gnarly tornadoes. And the 0 1 kilometer SRH for tomorrow is not too bad, but we're sitting around maybe 200 meters squared per second squared, which is pretty good. Typically you want above 150 for a really solid tornado threat, and we do have that in some scattered spots here. So I mean, we shall see. We shall see what our tornado threat looks for tomorrow. But I do think a hit threat, an elevated hail threat, may also be in the realms of possibilities here, with our most sustained updrafts, or the sustained cores. So it'll be something interesting to watch for tomorrow. Like I said, I'm still kind of shocked that they didn't introduce an enhanced for tomorrow, earlier, this afternoon, but they will issue one. I'm gonna guarantee you that right there. And it looks to be DFW is really in that hotspot there, depicted from the HRRR, showing semi-discrete to clustered supercells there, around 9 p.m. Eastern, which would be 8 p.m. Central, well, not late, but around evening hours Wednesday. So, we're just gonna have to watch the model trends, morning observations, and all that kind of stuff. So,
I agree. Okay, this is interesting. So I did pull the sounding here from the DFW area. Um, for the people who are watching on stream, I briefly explained the sounding earlier, so you guys should know what you're looking at here. But I will explain that this sounding is a little contaminated, especially in the lower levels of the atmosphere. So this can interfere with a little bit of the parameters that we're seeing here. But usually it's not that large of a problem. Usually it's still accurate, but it starts getting to a problem where every single thing is contaminated. But as you can see here, CAPE is really high. It's 3,000. SRH starts to pick up significantly. 463 SRH in the 0 to 1 kilometer, with our shear sitting somewhere at about 44, which is very, very, um, very favorable for tornado genesis. And I also wanted to mention that our shear does increase with height, as well as our SRH. So, this could honestly be a sleeper tornado threat tomorrow. We just have to keep an eye on it, and then.
yeah.
Yeah,
I do want to note some here. We are gonna have a low level jet with this, and how much strong that low level jet will be, is yet to be determined. As I'm still looking at the NAM here.
I think this model
Um,
damn.
puts the. I'm
The
pretty sure.
worst model.
Really? Sam is the only
Yeah.
person I know that follows the NAM.
No. We
NAM
can't.
Sam.
Never
Nam,
accurate model.
NAM Sam. NAM Sam. I'm just
We
kidding. Go ahead.
can't look. We can't look at the low level jet on the HRRR. You got to know that. We can look at SRH.
No, but we can't look at it on the name.
No, I'm talking about. You're talking about the SRH. I'm talking about
Well,
the wind speed.
What are you
I'm
talking
talking.
about?
No. Hey,
We're all talking about the lower level jet.
I know, but where are you looking at? Are you looking at the NAM or the HRRR?
It's where shear ever increases in the evening time hours. It's that
Well,
simple.
yeah, you're looking at the sounding, dude. You pulled that sounding off of. I'm looking at College of Do page. That's why
Okay.
you're looking at Pivotal Weather. You pulled this sounding off the HRRR on Pivotal Weather. I'm looking at College of Do page. So that's why I'm on the NAM. So
To be fair, Pivotal Weather's soundings are fired.
yeah, I do understand that. Sorry if I got you guys a little confused there.
What do you?
Did not mean to confuse.
Yeah.
What
Well,
do you?
oh my gosh, guys. Okay, I'm
I
gonna
know.
pull it up here. I'm gonna pull it up here so you guys don't get any more confused than
Hold
you
on.
are.
No. Let's go. Okay, hold on. I'm still live, but let's go to the Discord. Let's see what Sam's talking about. Here, share your screen.
All right, hold on.
No, because we know what you're talking about, Sam. Like,
Okay, what are you taking away from my statement? Like, what are you
I
assuming?
don't. What are you trying to explain to us? Like,
Okay,
you're trying to say
I'm looking at.
no. Your main point. Lower level jet is going to be stronger in the evening time hours, correct?
Yes. hmm
And I
So
don't disagree with that.
and then
And okay,
okay.
I'm saying I'm looking at the NAM. Okay, we get it. The NAM is not accurate. However, the 18Z NAM, I'm looking at the 850 millibar wind speeds. On at 15Z, which is tomorrow, Wednesday, and it does have 50 knots basically of a low level jet there, which is pretty good
50
for a
knots of
tornado.
shear or 50
Yeah.
knots of lower level jet?
Low level jet. Low level jet.
All right.
So, okay. Do you see where I'm getting now?
Hold on. Let me go to. No, I know what you're talking about. Let me go to Call of Duty page. I haven't really checked.
Yeah,
Job.
I think the what caught you off guard a little bit was that you were looking at pivotal weather, and you might have looked at a sounding or something. I don't know what you were looking at there. But we were on two different websites. I'm on Call of Duty page. You're on
Tornado
pivotal
warning.
weather. So, tornado warning. Oopsie daisies.
Tornado warning for Central Tillman County, Oklahoma. Get your safe spot. That's an extension of our.
It's going right over the website.
It's going right over the what?
Radar site.
Okay, that's what
Wow.
you said.
If it was on the ground, those radars are gone. Or...
Dude, if this is on the ground, man, I mean, you could kind of see in Hook Echo there. It's just so hard to tell because we're so close to the radar site. I do want to.
Okay, no, because like it gets to the point where it's either too far away from the radar that it's not accurate, or it's too close to the radar that it's accurate.
Well, dude, it's literally right on top of the radar
I
site. What are
know,
we supposed
like-
to do?
I know. Here, hold on. Let me go to sector selection. Let me just do the actual large scale 850 millibar winds.
Yeah. So, if you guys are in that tornado warning and Hollister, which is well known from the
You said
tornado from last year.
You said 50 knots.
Also, Loveland going up towards. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a rural area with the exception of Frederick, which is pretty populated, and the strongest of winds is pushing into Frederick. So, make sure you guys are on that safe spot. You guys are in that tornado warning.
Absolutely.
A tornado warning. A tornado warning means a tornado might be imminent or possibly even on the ground. So it is important that you guys should take this seriously. So
Yeah,
and that tornado warning up there in Ohio was expired. So
yeah, if you guys were in Ohio, if you guys were under tornado warning in Ohio or Texas, you guys can get out of safe spots.
yeah.
Okay, so Sam.
Those warnings have expired.
Sam.
Yep.
Okay, so on 850 millibar wind speeds, correct?
Yep. Mhm. Yeah, correct. Uh-oh, my phone's about to die.
Charge it.
Uh-oh. All right, there we go.
It's just.
Are you looking in Texas?
Yes. Where are you looking at? Where were
This
you
is
looking?
18Z. 18Z Wednesday. 850 millibar wind speed on the NAM. 18Z.
Oh, on the NAM. Yep, I'm on the NAM.
All right. What are you seeing?
I'm on the 18Z. I'm seeing this. And I know what
Okay.
this is. This is the lower level jet.
Of course.
But
I thought it was the upper level winds.
yeah, no. This is the this is actually
Yeah,
the
no,
mid-level jet. No, this is the
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the
technically it's a mid-level
stratosphere.
jet.
This is the stratosphere level jet.
Yeah. These
Yeah,
are
so
winds a little bit above the surface, so this is not really ground level
Well,
wind speed, but this gives us a little bit of a idea of what these storms could tap into as they grow taller with those echo tops. These storms could tap into some 50 knots here, and that could increase the tornado threat.
Sam, I have to. Okay, hold on. Sam, I have to ask. Okay, so when you do models on like your live streams, so have
Yep.
you looked at models on like shorts live streams and stuff when you have all those like people in there?
I do. I do have it pulled up on my computer, but I occasionally show it.
That's not what I asked.
Okay, well, yeah, I had to, I show it. I show it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day.
I understand. I understand.
I
I'm
was.
just. I was asking. So, like, when you do your shorts live streams,
Yep.
do
Shorts, live
you
streams.
do you look at models during those live streams and like show the
Yes.
people?
Yeah.
Do you
I don't show.
explain? Wait, do you explain to them like what each of it means? Like,
Not necessarily. I just uh
yeah, I
tell them the
understand. No, because I
general
understand.
general stuff. I just don't go into specific
Yeah,
detail because even though they don't even know it, I should teach them like what this means, what that means, and all that kind of stuff, and all those ingredients, how those play a key role in hazards like tornadoes, damaging winds, large hail, hurricanes, and all that.
absolutely. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the GFS, and we're gonna look at any long-term severe weather events.
Mm.
GFS on
Kansas
pivotal.
Library incoming.
GFS
Yep,
on pivotal.
Kansas.
We're
Let's
we're just
go.
we're just gonna look at the contiguous United States. We're not gonna look at anything else. But anyways, we're gonna go to let's just go to actual composite reflectivity right now. But yeah, here's the GFS. This stretches 384 hours out in the future.
Yep.
You have got to be kidding me.
What is it, dude? Is it showing Kansas Library?
I'm just kidding. I don't. Hold on.
Okay.
Let
Okay.
me do surface based cape.
Kansas Labber? What?
I don't
Let's
know.
do
I don't know
surface
what I'm
based
saying,
cape.
dude. It's been a long day for me. I had 2 tests today.
Whoa! May 2nd might cook.
Holy crap,
Friday.
May 2nd.
Friday is cooking. Um, Friday is
No, it's
absolutely cooking. Friday is cooking. Never mind. Low SRH value. Nope. Never mind. But we have 4,000 joules of cape. 4,900 joules of cape. Yep, that's normal.
Yep. Surely is, dude.
That's
normal everyday tape.
With these high cape environments and low shear environments, you get a lot of thunderstorm development.
In
And
Texas.
gosh, I might be cooked. Oh gosh. Okay, wait. The 7th through the 8th might be cooking.
uh-oh. What does bro want to tell us? What do you mean,
Okay,
dude?
I pulled a torch
Okay,
dowsing.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, that does look. Yeah, that does look a little sus, if I might say.
A little spicy.
Yeah, a little
And then
spicy.
and what May 13th.
Oh wow, we're going out there. Okay.
Yeah. Whoa, a marginal torch sounding for my area. Yippee. No, there's a
Let's
cap.
go, dude.
There's a cap. I love that.
Me too, dude. We love cap.
What is happening on the 14th?
If you guys don't know, alright,
Texas
guys.
is destructive again.
If you guys do not know
Wait,
what a
for
cap
what?
is, it is.
For 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts and ping pong ball size hail.
Oh, whoa. Okay, we have a destructive.
And
That is
for the
something.
possible tag.
Okay, that's a double whammy.
Yummy.
Yeah. So that is 80-mile-per-hour wind gust is basically equivalent to an EF0 tornado. Either way, you guys should still be in. You should go to your safe spot if you are in a destructive, because that is actually equivalent to an EF0. So definitely concerning there. Is it observed?
It is.
Tornado warning, new tornado warning. Alright, we got a tornado warning for Wichita Falls, with a circulation right over Holiday, going to the east northeast here, approaching the southern side of Wichita Falls here. This goes for Wichita Falls, Holiday, Dean, Shepherd Air Force Base, Lakeside City, and Pleasant Valley. It is radar indicated, which means a tornado is or rotation. There's definitive rotation here, and that could produce. So it is important you guys should go to that safe spot if you're anywhere near Holiday, Lakeside City, Wichita Falls, and areas around there.
So this storm this storm that produced a strong tornado earlier now is back up and trying to rotate.
Yeah, kind of did a little, kind of recycled there. I'll say that much. It recycled, and there is some decent rotation there. Wouldn't be shocked if that'll produce, which that is why there's a tornado warning. So
Also,
Why
the
is
80-mile-per-hour
CFS
gusts
showing a
were radar
slab-a-thon?
indicated.
Why is CFS showing a slabathon for me on the 28th?
Because why not?
I do think that our widespread severe weather event has, calmed down just a little bit for parts of the Northeast. I mean, calmed down a lot. But
Well,
in terms of our Texas severe weather threat, it is quite active, I shall say, with
all right.
destructive severe thunderstorm warning and 2 tornado warnings. So
All right, I'm gonna end stream. We got to go over some models. Got to explain what we think the next severe weather events will be. But thank you guys so much for tuning in the stream. It's very, very much appreciated. But thank you guys so much. I will see you guys